So today I'm making chile rellenos. I bought 4 poblano chilies, long. Make sure that they're flat. The flatter, the better. You want them to be clean. So what I do is I wash them before and then I let them dry. I do not have a gas stove. I have an electric stove, and these need to be burnt over the gas. So what I do is my husband's grill has a gas burner, so that's how I burn these to make the chile rellenos. I'll show you in just a moment. So you want them to start blistering like this, but you want to get a little bit more of a blister on there. Now that's a good char you want to have on there. You want to do that all around. So I put gloves on because they can be spicy sometimes, and all you have to do is run them through the under the water, and just lightly give them a little caress, and all of that will come off. All of the chard will come off. So after they've steamed and you've cleaned all the black char off of them, you want to burn it up here also. You very gently want to make a hole in here and scrape the seeds out. There's a bunch of seeds up here on top, in there, with your thumb. And then you can fill it up with water and you rinse the seeds out. For the sauce, I have 4 tomatoes. I put some serrano chilies in there that I had boiled earlier. Piece of garlic and a half an onion. And I'll let that boil. And then I'll blend it in the blender. Now in the meantime, while the sauce is cooking, I am going to stuff my chile rellenos with queso cotija. I like this cheese. Also, I don't do the rellenos with the egg on them because my husband doesn't like the egg, and myself I don't. So from them being stuffed with queso cotija, after the sauce is done, they'll go right into the sauce. And let them sit and let them cook and boil, not high boil, but just a medium heat, and give it at least 15 minutes before you decide to serve it and eat it. That way it'll give the queso cotija a chance to get really nice and firm. Before I said for the cheese to get firm, but it actually gives it, because the cheese is pretty hard, but when you boil it, it actually gives it a softer taste. It's nice. Now in that hole earlier that I made, I'm stuffing it with queso cotija, but you can put anything in yours. You can put ground beef, shredded chicken, shredded yellow cheese, anything you want to fill your chili up with. It's up to you. And if it doesn't close all the way, you can always put a little thread around it to keep it secure before you dip it in the egg. After the chili and the tomato are all boiled, I like to take the skin off of the tomato, and then I'll put everything in the blender. You don't have to take all the water out because you're going to need it with the sauce, but pour majority of it out because you have the water from the tomato. Also, I add this to the sauce with the tomato instead of salt. It's up to you what you want to use. So after you've blended it, it should look like this. I added a little bit more water because it is pretty thick. You can add more chili in there if you want it to be more spicy. It's up to you. It depends how you feel when you taste it. So after you've done all that with your salsa, you add your chilies. And I have mine on low. Now traditionally, like I said, these would be wrapped up in the egg like the meringue and dipped and fried and then put in the sauce, but my husband doesn't like them fried anymore. And there you have it, my version of what I make of chile rellenos. And then I'll leave them on medium for about 15-20 minutes, and that's it. Serve them and eat. I hope you enjoyed it. The video, that is. And I hope you enjoy your food. if you do try this recipe. Also, just to let you know, these little stems here are not edible. Don't eat them. Thank you. Bye.